Hello, and welcome to English with Olivia. I'm Olivia. This is your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and grow your English at a slow, natural pace. I will speak clearly and give you time to repeat, so you can practice your speaking and build your confidence step by step. Today's topic is small talk. Small talk is short, friendly conversation. You can use it at work, in a shop, at the gym, in your building, or at a social event. Small talk helps you start any conversation. It helps you sound natural, and it helps you feel less shy. Do you ever think, what can I say first? Do you ever feel nervous when there is silence? By the end of this lesson, you will have 50 small talk sentences you can use in real life. You will be able to start a conversation, keep it going, and end it politely. And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to practice with me. Before we begin, take a small breath. Relax your shoulders. English is not a test here. It is practice. If you repeat often, your speaking gets easier. Even if you make mistakes, you are still learning. You are still improving. Now let's warm up with a few easy sentences. Listen first, then repeat. I want to speak more naturally. Now you repeat. I want to speak more naturally. I can start a simple conversation. Now you repeat. I can start a simple conversation. It's okay to speak slowly. Repeat after me. It's okay to speak slowly. I'm learning a little every day. Now you repeat. I'm learning a little every day. I'm building my confidence step by step. Repeat after me. I'm building my confidence step by step. Good job. Now we will learn 50 small talk sentences. I will say one sentence. I will explain it in simple words. I will give a short, real-life example. Then you will repeat after me. Let's start with a very safe topic, the weather. Weather small talk is easy because everyone can see the weather. It is also friendly and not personal. Here is the first one. Lovely day, isn't it? We use this when the weather is nice, maybe sunny and pleasant. You can say it to a neighbor or someone in the lift. For example, you walk outside and you smile and you say, lovely day, isn't it? Now you repeat, lovely day, isn't it? Here is the second one. It's really cold today. We use this when the weather is cold, maybe in winter or early in the morning. For example, at the bus stop, you can say, it's really cold today. Now you repeat, it's really cold today. Here is the third one. It looks like it might rain. We use this when the sky is cloudy and you think rain is coming. For example, you see dark clouds and you say, it looks like it might rain. Now you repeat, it looks like it might rain. Here is the fourth one. Can you believe this heat? We use this when it is very hot, maybe a little uncomfortable. It is a friendly way to share the moment. For example, you enter the office and you say, can you believe this heat? Now you repeat, can you believe this heat? Here is the fifth one. It's been raining all week. We use this when it has rained for many days. For example, you talk to a coworker and you say, it's been raining all week. Now you repeat, it's been raining all week. Here is the sixth one. Such strange weather lately. We use this when the weather keeps changing. Sun one day, rain the next day. For example, you can say, such strange weather lately. Now you repeat, such strange weather lately. Here is the seventh one. Finally, some sunshine. We use this when the sun comes back after cloudy days. It sounds positive and friendly. For example, you look outside and you say, finally, some sunshine. Now you repeat, finally, some sunshine. Here is the eighth one. It's freezing out there. We use this when it is very, very cold. For example, you come inside and you say, "It's freezing out there." Now you repeat, "It's freezing out there." Here is the ninth one. Feels like spring is coming. We use this when the weather starts to feel warmer after winter. It sounds hopeful. For example, you feel the warm air and you say, "Feels like spring is coming." Now you repeat, "Feels like spring is coming." Here is the 10th one. I didn't expect it to snow today. We use this when snow is a surprise. For example, you wake up and you see snow and you say, "I didn't expect it to snow today." Now you repeat, "I didn't expect it to snow today." Good job. Notice something. These sentences are short. The feeling is calm and friendly. Small talk is not a big speech. It is a small bridge to connect with someone. Now let's talk about small talk at work. This can be an office, a shop, a school, a hospital, or online meetings. Work small talk helps relationships feel easier. You do not need to talk about private things. You can talk about the day, the schedule, and simple plans. Here is the 11th sentence. Busy day today? We use this as a quick, friendly question. It means, do you have a lot to do? For example, you see a coworker at the coffee machine and you say, "Busy day today?" Now you repeat, "Busy day today?" Here is the 12th sentence. How's your project going? We use this to show interest in someone's work. For example, you can say, "How's your project going?" Now you repeat, "How's your project going?" Here is the 13th sentence. Did you catch the meeting this morning? We use this to ask if someone attended a meeting. For example, you can say, "Did you catch the meeting this morning?" Now you repeat, "Did you catch the meeting this morning?" Here is the 14th sentence. I could use another coffee. This is a friendly way to say you feel tired. For example, you smile and you say, "I could use another coffee." Now you repeat, "I could use another coffee." Almost the weekend, huh? We use this near the end of the week, like Thursday or Friday. It sounds friendly and light. For example, you can say, "Almost the weekend, huh?" Now you repeat, "Almost the weekend, huh?" Long day today. We use this when the day feels tiring. It is a simple comment. For example, you can say, "Long day today." Now you repeat, "Long day today." The office is quiet today. We use this when fewer people are around. For example, you look around and you say, "The office is quiet today." Now you repeat, "The office is quiet today." Got any plans after work? We use this to ask about someone's plans later. For example, you can say, "Got any plans after work?" Now you repeat, "Got any plans after work?" That was a long meeting. We use this right after a meeting that felt long. For example, you walk out and you say, "That was a long meeting." Now you repeat, "That was a long meeting." Nice to see you in person. We use this when you meet someone face to face, maybe after online meetings. For example, you can say, "Nice to see you in person." Now you repeat, "Nice to see you in person." Good job. Now a small rhythm tip. In "Nice to see you in person," the voice is smooth and friendly. Try to connect the words a little. Nice to see you in person. Now you repeat, Nice to see you in person. Now let's move to small talk in public places, cafes, shops, waiting rooms, buses, trains. These are places where you might talk to a stranger for a moment. Keep it polite and simple. If the other person answers, great. If not, it is also okay. Is this seat taken? We use this before sitting next to someone. For example, in a cafe, you can say, "Is this seat taken?" Now you repeat. Is this seat taken? The line is moving slowly, huh? We use this when you are waiting in a queue. For example, in a supermarket, you can say, "The line is moving slowly, huh?" Now you repeat. The line is moving slowly, huh? Busy place today. We use this when a place is crowded. For example, you enter a cafe and you say, "Busy place today." Now you repeat. Busy place today. I come here a lot. We use this when you visit a place often. It can invite a short chat. For example, you can say, "I come here a lot." Now you repeat. I come here a lot. Great coffee here. We use this in a cafe when you like the coffee. For example, you can say, "Great coffee here." Now you repeat. Great coffee here. Here is the 26th sentence. Do you know what time it closes? We use this when you need information about closing time. For example, in a shop, you can ask, "Do you know what time it closes?" Now you repeat. Do you know what time it closes? Here is the 27th sentence. Long wait today. We use this in places like a clinic or an office when waiting takes time. For example, you can say, "Long wait today." Now you repeat. Long wait today. Here is the 28th sentence. It's my first time here. We use this when you are new in a place. For example, at a gym, you can say, "It's my first time here." Now you repeat. It's my first time here. Here is the 29th sentence. Nice place, isn't it? We use this when the place feels comfortable or interesting. For example, you can say, "Nice place, isn't it?" Now you repeat. Nice place, isn't it? Here is the 30th sentence. Do you come here often? We use this to ask if someone is a regular. For example, in a cafe, you can ask, "Do you come here often?" Now you repeat. Do you come here often? Great work. Now we will do a short dialogue. Listen first. Then we'll break it down and repeat. Emma. Hi, is this seat taken? Alex. No, go ahead. Emma. Thanks, busy place today. Alex. Yeah, it's really crowded. Emma. Do you come here often? Alex. Sometimes. The coffee is great here. Emma. Nice, it's my first time here. Alex. Welcome, I think you'll like it. Good. Now let's go line by line. First line. Hi, is this seat taken? This is polite and it starts a small interaction. Repeat after me. Hi, is this seat taken? Next line. No, go ahead. This means you can sit here. Repeat after me. No, go ahead. Next line. Thanks, busy place today. This is a simple comment about the space. Repeat after me. Busy place today. Next line. Yeah, it's really crowded. Crowded means many people. Repeat after me. It's really crowded. Next line. Do you come here often? This is a common small talk question. Repeat after me. Do you come here often? Next line. Sometimes. The coffee is great here. This gives a short answer and adds a friendly detail. Repeat after me. The coffee is great here. Next line. Nice, it's my first time here. This is a simple personal detail. Repeat after me. It's my first time here. Last line. Welcome, I think you'll like it. This is friendly and warm. Repeat after me. I think you'll like it. Good job. That is real-life English. Short, clear, natural. Now let's talk about small talk with neighbors. Neighbors are people who live near you. Small talk with neighbors is usually short, polite, and friendly. Over time, it builds trust and comfort. Here is the 31st sentence. How's everything with you? We use this as a friendly question. It means, how are you? But it feels casual. For example, you see a neighbor and you say, how's everything with you? Now you repeat. How's everything with you? Your garden looks great. We use this to give a kind compliment. For example, you can say, your garden looks great. Now you repeat. Your garden looks great. Lovely day for a walk, isn't it? We use this when we see someone outside. For example, you can say, lovely day for a walk, isn't it? Now you repeat. Lovely day for a walk, isn't it? Did you just move in? We use this when someone is new. For example, you can say, did you just move in? Now you repeat. Did you just move in? Let me know if you ever need anything. We use this to offer help in a polite way. For example, you can say, let me know if you ever need anything. Now you repeat. Let me know if you ever need anything. I think we have the same delivery driver. This is a light, funny comment if you notice deliveries often. For example, you can say, I think we have the same delivery driver. Now you repeat. I think we have the same delivery driver. Do you know when the bins go out? We use this for practical neighborhood information. For example, you can ask, do you know when the bins go out? Now you repeat. Do you know when the bins go out? Your cat is so cute. We use this when someone has a pet. It is friendly and simple. For example, you can say, your cat is so cute. Now you repeat. Your cat is so cute. Feels like the street is quiet today. We use this when the neighborhood feels calm. For example, you can say, feels like the street is quiet today. Now you repeat. Feels like the street is quiet today. Good to see you again. We use this when we recognize someone, even if we do not know them well. For example, you can say, good to see you again. Now you repeat. Good to see you again. Well done. Now let's go to social events. Parties, dinners, weddings, work gatherings. In social events, you might meet new people. You do not need to be clever, you just need one friendly sentence. Here is the 41st sentence. Hi, I'm Olivia. What's your name? We use this to introduce ourselves. For example, you smile and you say, Hi, I'm Olivia. What's your name? Now you repeat. Hi, I'm Olivia. What's your name? How do you know the host? We use this at parties to find the connection. For example, you can ask, how do you know the host? Now you repeat. How do you know the host? Have you been here before? We use this when the place is new or interesting. For example, you can ask, have you been here before? Now you repeat. Have you been here before? Here is the 44th sentence. I love your outfit. We use this to give a compliment. It creates a positive moment. For example, you can say, I love your outfit. Now you repeat. I love your outfit. Here is the 45th sentence. The food is amazing, isn't it? Food is a safe topic at events. For example, you can say, "The food is amazing, isn't it?" Now you repeat, "The food is amazing, isn't it?" Here is the 46th sentence. Is it always this busy here? We use this when a place is crowded. For example, you can ask, "Is it always this busy here?" Now you repeat, "Is it always this busy here?" Here is the 47th sentence. I think we've met before. We use this when someone looks familiar. For example, you can say, "I think we've met before." Now you repeat, "I think we've met before." Here is the 48th sentence. Where are you from? We use this to learn about someone's background. For example, you can ask, "Where are you from?" Now you repeat, "Where are you from?" Here is the 49th sentence. What do you do? We use this to ask about someone's job or daily work. For example, you can ask, "What do you do?" Now you repeat, "What do you do?" Here is the 50th sentence. Great to meet you. We use this when you end a short conversation. For example, you can say, "Great to meet you." Now you repeat, "Great to meet you." Amazing! You just learned 50 small talk sentences for everyday English. Now, let's practice a little shadowing focus. Shadowing means you copy my voice like an echo. You do not wait too long. You listen and you repeat right away. This helps your mouth learn English rhythm. Repeat after me. I listen and repeat every day. I listen and repeat every day. Repeat after me. Small talk helps me feel confident. Small talk helps me feel confident. Repeat after me. I can start a conversation. I can start a conversation. Good job! Now, I will share a short mini story from my life. Listen first, then repeat some key sentences with me. Last month, I was in a lift in my building. It was quiet. I felt a little shy. Then my neighbor smiled at me. I wanted to say something simple. So I said, "Lovely day, isn't it?" She smiled and said, "Yes, it's beautiful." Then I asked, "How's everything with you?" She said, "Good, just busy with work." I said, "Busy day today?" She laughed and said, "Always." The lift stopped, and I said, "Good to see you again." She said, "You too." It was a short moment, but I felt proud. Now repeat a few lines with me. I felt a little shy. Now you repeat. I felt a little shy. I wanted to say something simple. Repeat after me. I wanted to say something simple. So I said, "Lovely day, isn't it?" Now you repeat. Lovely day, isn't it? It was a short moment, but I felt proud. Repeat after me. It was a short moment, but I felt proud. Good job. Small talk is like that. Small moments, small sentences, real confidence. Now it's your turn. I will start the sentence and you finish it with your own words. Speak out loud if you can. Ready? Today, the weather is... You finish the sentence. Very good. This week at work, I feel... You finish the sentence. Nice. After work, I'm going to... You finish the sentence. Good job. In my neighborhood, I often see... You finish the sentence. Well done. At a cafe, I like... You finish the sentence. Great. At a social event, I usually say... You finish the sentence. Nice sentence. Now one more. When I want to end a conversation, I say, you finish the sentence. Very good. Great work. Before we finish, let's say a few calm mindset lines together. These lines help your confidence. Repeat after me. It's okay if I make mistakes. It's okay if I make mistakes. I can speak slowly and clearly. I can speak slowly and clearly. I'm improving little by little. I'm improving little by little. I am practicing real-life English. I am practicing real-life English. Good job! You are doing well. Keep going. Now let's close gently. Today, you practiced 50 small talk sentences. You practiced weather, work, public places, neighbors, and social events. You practiced starting, continuing, and ending a conversation. Most importantly, you practiced speaking out loud. Now, repeat these final 3 sentences with me. I am building my English step by step. Now you repeat. I am building my English step by step. I feel a little more confident today. Repeat after me. I feel a little more confident today. I will keep practicing every day. Now you repeat. I will keep practicing every day. If you can, listen again tomorrow and shadow the sentences again. Try to use one sentence in real life this week. Just one is enough. Thank you for practicing with me today. Subscribe and come back for more calm, simple English on English with Olivia. See you later.